Alright guys, how the frig's it going? Gonna go for a rip on the bike. Jesus, Murphy, she's a hot stale day out today. She is probably not the best day to be out biking, especially seeing how I don't own a pair of shorts, so I can't really protect myself from the elements, or expose myself to the elements, I guess. She's a hot day out, so I'm making sure to bring a lot of water. I got this here extra liter here, fire that in the cooler bag, plus I have my 20 ounces in the bottle down below. Should be plenty. Let's get this thing backed out. Yeah, man, I woke up today and she was a hot one this morning. A little bit too hot for my comfort, that's for sure. I was like, what the frig is really going on right now? Turns out we're in a heat wave warning. So figured, oh well, it's gonna be plus 32 C out. No better time to jump on the bike and go for a rip, eh? Let's go burn some calories. Do a little vlogging, ride a bicycle. Smartest idea I've ever had. You know what, I'm just gonna do myself a solid and turn Strava on right now. Frig off, Strava. Yeah, sure. Start. It won't actually record anything until I'm actually physically moving, which I like because it stops and starts. You don't have to do anything with it, just turn it on. Fire it in your case. You know what? I also want to get my wallet out of my pocket. Personally, I hate biking in jeans, but I did it all last year and I'm doing it again this year. I couldn't buy myself a pair of shorts to save my soul right now because of the stupid lockdowns and non-essential purchases that the government, the all-knowing government, believes are non-essential. Like, heaven forbid you go out and buy a bathing suit or summer clothes. They don't realize that COVID has cost some to gain and or lose weight. All right, I need to get him back in the house. And then, come on Ariel, let's go in the house. Like a petrified turd here. Jesus. So funny when he doesn't see that the door's closed and he just runs right into it. Who's your puppy? Who's your puppy? Alright, well, I'm gonna leave him here. I need my sunglasses. Let's jump on the fat bike and let her rip tater chip, eh? Got the battery pack for the GoPro in case the power drains. You can charge it on the fly. Alright, let's go for a rip and make a video. I'd say, oh sweet. Look, gas is coming down in price. $1.24 a liter, but that's still bullshit. Big time. Yeah, maybe we'll go down to Sarah's house and see if she's up for a bike ride today. We'll go for a rip. But yeah, today I woke up this morning there to my editing rig turned off. I was like, what the hell? Turned it back on, and then I went downstairs to make a coffee, and when I came back the damn thing was turned off again. I was like, well, what the hell? So I booted it up into the BIOS and took a look and discovered the issue was that she overheated. CPU was getting too warm. Thermals are way too much in that room for it. So I was like, all right, well, I cleaned it out in February, but I keep forgetting that I spend a lot more time in that room now than I used to, that's for sure. Because, you know, I kind of work in there, so at least 40 hours a week minimum I'm in that room. Definitely more because I do video editing in there, and a lot of my work is done in there throughout the day. Like, I spend a good majority of my time in that room. There's gonna be a lot of dust, and sure enough, I brought her outside, put it on the barbecue, juiced up the air compressor, friggin' let her have some air, and the amount of dust that I pushed out of that heatsink and that video card was simply insane. That was enough to tell me that no wonder why. And it was doing the same with me in Magix Vegas. I'd be video editing a vlog or something, and of course that there runs the processor and the GPU at full tilt, so I'd be video editing and the damn computer would just shut down. I was like, oh man. And my solution for it was to grab one of my little portable fans and slam it in the case to pump all the heat out, rather than, you know, disconnect all the wires, drag the damn thing outside and blast it. But anyway, I did that this morning, cleaned it all out, and now with the miner going, my Bitcoin miner going at medium, she sits at a nice toasty 53 degrees C versus before, which was 62 degrees C on light. So that's not too bad. She's running pretty good now. Oh, yep. That used to be the old hydro building. That one right there. That building's been there since forever. And I almost got a job out of this building up here, until I found out what the job was, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. It was one of the jobs I went and applied for back in 2019 when I was in the winter, when I was trying so hard to get out of my job because, you know, we lost our pay, and I was trying to better my life by getting another job with better pay. Pretty sure there was a reason why all those jobs didn't pan out that I applied for. And to be fair, I'm okay with it, because with COVID, any one of those jobs I would have got would have put me on EI. I would have been sitting at home collecting unemployment insurance or CERB or something, barely being able to live. Well, not really, because my friends that were on CERB were basically bringing in what I was bringing in. So, and they didn't have to do anything, just sit at home. It just really would have sucked to have left a job where I could have been working from home to go somewhere where I work for 3 months and then get laid off because of a pandemic. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bike path the rest of the way down to roughly Sarah's area. Maybe when I get to Lee Park, I'll message her to see if she wants to go for a rip. Let her know where I am and let her know that I'm on my way. Because she might already be out and about biking, I don't know. She's been clocking in at least 20 kilometers a day on her bike throughout the weeks there, so who the frig knows, man? We'll message her and find out. But I do love these bike trails. I just don't like going down that one there, because then you gotta cross this narrow bridge and it's a pain in the ass. So if you come up here and you take this way, you don't have to cross that narrow bridge, which I'll show you what I mean by narrow bridge. It's this one right here. Like it's pretty awful. So you're just better off to go around it. A lot of fluffies floating around in the sky. Well, that's kind of annoying. There's usually always somebody back here smoking dope. Not today. They usually just sit on those park benches and get freaking high. It's probably too damn hot. It is pretty hot out. Only reason why I don't feel so bad is because the wind feels good. But I guarantee you I get sunburnt arms. I don't know, last year I biked like an asshole for a long time and it felt alright. If I wanted to keep on the bike path, I could go over there and use that bike path. And if you're wondering where that leads, it comes up right over there. And then that loops around behind. But honestly, I always found it easier just to head down here, go a little bit up the overpass, and then jump down that path. That's what we're gonna do. We're at Lee Park. I'm gonna take a pause for the cause, message Sarah, see if she's still home or if she's out and about. And if she's out and about, go and find her. Unless that's her right there. Normally we have a bunch of geese down here, but I don't know where they are. Cobra death chickens, if you will. Sometimes they honk at you when you bike by. They're harmless. I don't know why people act like they're so scared of them. The ones that come down here are just here to eat the worms out of the grass and to do geese things. Sweet Jesus. Okay, that's pretty cool. Jesus. It's like a unicycle ghetto blaster. That guy's moving at a good clip too. Jesus. Things you see when you're out biking, eh? My goodness. Friggin' awesome. Yeah, man, I have a bad feeling that I wasted money on fixing this thing. I mentioned it in the previous bike vlog that it's definitely not as fast as it was. It's definitely lost a lot of performance, and all in all, it's harder to pedal for some reason. Like when because I rode it once with the broken shit at the beginning of the year before I got it fixed, and even though it was doing that thing where the the chain would skip when I was in fourth. Then I'd have to throw in seventh gear for a bit, and then back into fourth it was fine. Even though it was doing that, it was still a lot easier to maneuver around than it is now. So I don't know, man. I question if they did all the work that they said. I'm not going to bother bringing it back to them and complain, because, you know, it's like when you buy a shit box but you're not a mechanic and you have a mechanic fix it and they do the best they can do, but in the end you're still driving a shit box, and it's going to be a shit box until the day you get rid of it and, you know, buy something that's good. So bringing it back to them and having them look it over again, that's just going to cost me more money for no reason. My best bet is to deal with this thing and go from there. But I mentioned also in my last bike vlog that I wasn't going to do the great cycle challenge this year, the GCC, because I wasn't sure about the bike. But then, you know what, I thought about it. It doesn't matter how many kilometers I ride. It's all they want is somebody to collect money for the charity. It was nice doing that last year. I don't do a lot of fundraising stuff. I used to, back in the day, use like I go on Twitch and have people, you know, whatever money I made on Twitch through tips and donations, I'd cut a check to the North Bay Humane Society. Or that month I would donate my YouTube and Twitch earnings to the North Bay Humane Society, because, you know, I was so thankful of them because they got me such an awesome cat like Felix. But I don't really do a lot of charity stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'll just do my best with the kilometers. Basically, I'm aiming to raise 500 bucks, and I'm going to try and do 500 kilometers in August. Worst case scenario, I can't. Best case scenario, we do it and more. So if you guys want to donate, links in the description. Be sure to check it out. Every little bit helps. $1, $5, whatever you want to donate. Links in the description. If you can help, that's awesome. If you can't, I understand, times are tough. But yeah, I decided about it. I thought about it afterwards. It's not like you're required to do the miles, but it's nice that if you accomplish one goal, that you definitely accomplish the other. So if you're going to accomplish the funding goal, you might as well do yourself a solid and accomplish the kilometer goal. Personally, I like to get a second bike, so that and lighter, something definitely lighter, because this here friggin' elephant of a bike is, you know, it's fun and all, but Jesus Murphy, it'd be nice to not have to pedal this cow around, that's for sure. Alright, well, just left Sarah's house. She wanted to come biking, and she's doing air conditioner stuff, so basically putting an AC in her bedroom, and she's having fun with that. So she's not gonna bike ride today. That means I can go as slow as I want or as fast as I want. And with this friggin' bike, slow and steady wins the race. Holy crap, she is potato mode 1000. Yabba dab. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but ouch. On the last bike ride there, I was doing it fast. I ended up going for 5 days. I stopped it on Thursday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I decided to eat. I was gonna go for a 7-day or a full 6 days, just so I can get a double cycle on the immune system. But I was like, yeah, you know what, 5 days was enough. And now what I'm doing is I switched it back into keto mode. So no more eating bullshit, no more potato chips, no more donuts, no more nonsense, no more bullshit. Eat right, try and live a healthier lifestyle. Because one of the things, guys, that was happening is I was getting very, 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 very depressed. Like, really upset. Back in the earlier Vlogging Life days, you guys remember, I was heavy into the liquor. Now it's a pretty depressing piece of shit. Like, a lot of people unsubbed because I was super depressing. I was overweight, alcoholic, it was bad. Well, I can't really say I was an alcoholic because I did just stop drinking by stop drinking. But it was, and I felt myself falling back down into that I don't care from eating all the junk. Because man, there were nights I'd go to the grocery store and I grabbed like a box of donuts, which had like six donuts in it. Now, this is recently. 6 donuts, a bag of Doritos, a bottle of Coke Zero, which has no calories, I know, but still. And then I would go home and I would destroy that, as well as a bag of pepperettes. And that quote unquote snack would easily be what, 2,900, 30 to 3,700 calories right there, just pure carbs. And it was easy to eat it. Like, that's the problem with people being obese nowadays, is the foods that get us there are easy to eat, you know? Anybody can grab a bag of Doritos and kill it. Anybody can grab a pack of donuts and kill them. There's like, in the Boston creams that I was buying, they're just like little ones. They weren't like the ones you get at Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts. Just like little Boston creams. They're 250 calories per, and you could literally 2-bite them. Well, in those Timbits that we get at Tim Hortons, just one of those damn things is like 150 or something like that. All sugar and carbs. And ice fishing there, I remember I would buy like a box of 20 and just destroy that. That was my my energy to haul my shit off the ice after ice fishing. Annihilate a bunch of Timbits and then pull the sleigh back. Even though they tasted great, let me tell you, one day there I went to go pop into my size 36 jeans and I couldn't fit. I couldn't button them. I had to do like those girls do on those old 80s TV shows where they grab the vice grips and grab onto the zipper and then fall back on the bed to zip them up. And that's when I did the first catch only, or eat only what I catch for 72-hour challenge. That was a let's make a video out of a crash drop in weight here. You can't start gaining weight like that because you can't buy clothes. That cheeseburger eating walrus premiere of ours, for some reason, has clothes deemed as unessential. Son of a bitch. So yeah, now what I'm basically doing is going back to keto. It worked great in the past. It'll work again in the future. I'll mix in some intermittent fasting with it. Keep up with my weight training, using the bike for cardio. We should be good. Thought for tonight, what I might do on my way home is not go the way I normally go, all the way around and through Fast Food Alley and shit. I was thinking about going by Food Basics and seeing about maybe getting some groceries. Oh, I don't really need much groceries. I went to Independent yesterday to take advantage of a steak sale they had, but I guess I waited too long because they sold out. Damn, that's a nice friggin' house. So you know that river I was fishing with the makeshift bait? Not the paddle tail, but the one prior? This is still the same river here. Yeah, still the same river. I guess we'll go to Calendar and back. Like I say, on the way back, we'll stop by, frig sakes, I can't even think of the name, Food Basics, and to see about maybe getting in on their steak deal. I'd like a steak for dinner tonight. That'd be kind of nice. Barbecue it. Maybe get one of those salad kits or something. Get a Caesar salad kit. They're the lowest carb ones out there. As long as you don't use the croutons, we should be good. Or I'll just get some romaine lettuce, chop it up, throw some Caesar salad dressing in it. Something like that. That'd work. Yup-a-dup. You know, I'm kind of shocked that I don't see more people out on bikes today. But then again, it is a super hot day. You know what else kind of sucks about it being so hot and stuff? Guess what started early? I probably mentioned it before, but I can't remember. Shad flies. Normally shad flies start roughly around the first to second week in July. They last about a month, and in August they go away. When shad fly season starts, fishing sucks because the fish aren't interested in what we're throwing because they're already feeding on all these shadfly larvae and nymphs in the lake, so they don't really care about bait. They don't need to come into the shallows to attack the minnows, so it makes it kind of rough fishing this time of year, which is why July was such a horrible time for fishing. We still tried. It wasn't awesome. Like, that's only Lake Nipissing. There's other lakes I need to go to if I want to try fishing, but a lot of these lakes, it's like if you don't have a boat or at least a kayak or a float tube or something to get out there on the water, fishing from the bank is very, very difficult. So that's why I like Nipissing, because I have a few select spots that I can go to and I can cast out pretty far, and I have been catching fish. That's the key thing, is if you're catching fish, then you're gonna enjoy those spots, right? I don't know, man. It is what it is. Like I say, this channel, guys, not a fishing channel. It's not a biking channel. It's not a cooking channel. It's not a vlogging channel. It's my channel, and I just do whatever the hell I want for videos on it. Whether it's an unboxing, a repair video, cleaning my truck video, cleaning up the backyard video, you know, whatever the video may be. It's a miscellaneous channel. That's what it's going to be. I'm not going to focus on anything like, we got like dedicated fishing channels out there and dedicated hunting channels and outdoor channels and camping channels and all that shit. My channel is literally, you never friggin' know what the hell the next video is going to be channel. and that's the way I like to play it. You know, the old original Skaven channel was like that. Vlogging life had structure for 10 years. It was literally a daily vlog. But when you don't really do much in a day, it's kind of stupid to do a daily vlog. Who the frig wants to watch somebody live the same life every freaking day? But I have an idea right now, actually. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hang a right and go down Cranberry. I want to see if the boys from Nipmac are there. Maybe Capis is flying his jet. We'll go take a look. Alright, well, there's a couple cars over there. I don't know what the hell Manoli drives. I don't hear any planes in the sky or see any. And the gate is locked, so yeah, they're not flying. They're not flying. Okay, must be people walking down there or something. Alright, well, we'll head her back, jump back on the trail, head her back home. Actually, you know what? I gotta pee. I know, we're good. Alright, let's go. I want to fish that. Pretty sure that would be illegal, but I kind of want to fish that. Tacoma, Toyota. What the? Oh, it's a tree. I'm like, from a distance, it looked like an animal on the side of the road, but it's just a chunk of a tree. Looks like it's all burnt. I wonder if it got hit by lightning. Ah, the old swamp, eh? Filmed it last time. Filming it again. There's like a half-eaten frog back there. Stupid dummy left the legs, ate the front end. Legs are the best part. So talking about the fishing lures and building fishing lures, I thought I've been watching a lot of different videos on YouTube, not just Marling Baits, but there's a couple other people out there who make fishing lure channels, and I was watching how some people do it, and I like their methods. So like one guy actually sits there and he draws out the gill line, then carves it, and then draws out the like. It's just a lot of work that he puts into it, but the end result is it looks fantastic, and if it looks the part, it's gonna entice a bite. Like with bass, to entice a bite, it's simple. All you gotta do is create something that ripples in the water, creates enough disturbance where it sets off their lateral lines, and they'll know there's a fish. They'll go and target and take it out. But to trick a walleye, they have excellent vision. You need to have something that looks the part in order to trick them into actually going for it. Watching these guys make baits, they would draw out the gills, they would carve them, sand them, smooth edges everywhere, put a good paint job on it, a good eye. One guy was making his own eyes. That looked like fun, literally. He was drawing and coloring on a piece of paper. Then to give it that shape, that half dome shape, he was just putting a glob of glue onto it and letting it harden, and boom, you got yourself a friggin' eyeball. So I thought about that. That's a great idea, but with everything locked down, you can't buy anything right now. Buying that kind of glue is not available. Why did I decide to go this way when there's a headwind blowing into me? I don't know. I do want to try making more fishing lures for fun. I'd love to get into soft plastics. The startup on that, I'd rather spend that money on paying off what I owe on my house, like the roof of my house. So, because you know, you can make yourself a wooden mold and then cast it, and then soft pour into that and make yourself a whole bunch of pretty wicked plastics that, hey, if they work, then right on, reproduce, and if they don't, then, well, whatever. I wonder how much they charge for boat rental. Buying a boat, maybe one day Sarah and I should just rent one. I got my pleasure craft license. I don't know. Well, we're gonna touch on different things throughout the summer. Different ideas, different videos. Anyway guys, I'm gonna carry on with my ride. So tempted to go out there and ride through there just to get wet. But the last time I did that, the water was warm and it was gross. So I'm probably gonna pass on that one. So I have a buddy who does a outdoors channel. Does a lot of fishing and hunting and trapping and all sorts of stuff. And he does this as a job. And here's the kicker. He lost his AdSense a long freaking time ago, showing people how to process fish, how to process beavers, how to process raccoon, all that stuff. So YouTube deemed his channel not worthy of a partnership because it wasn't AdSense friendly, whatever. But he's still making bank off it, and he explained that when I first talked about losing monetization. When I did the original the first ride of the year on this thing before I got it all fixed up. And he was like, you know, you probably seen them, Adam. And I'm like, what? He goes, those videos where it starts off and somebody's talking about like Dollar Shave Club or, you know, Butcher Box or all these different video games and stuff. He's like, there's tons of sponsors out there looking for you to build a commercial for their channel or for their product to endorse you. And I'm like, okay, that's great and all, but nobody buys the item. How do you get paid? And he's like, that's the kicker. He goes, a lot of them, you get more if people buy the item, you get a percentage, but they also pay you by view. That's pretty cool. That lady, I think she heard me talking and was getting nervous. A lot of people don't realize what I do with this camera on my head, but anyway. So he's like, if you ever wanted to make money, he goes, just build your channel. Who cares about the AdSense? Keep doing what you're doing, have fun. Don't worry about the numbers, because the audience knows when you worry about the numbers, and it's true. You can always tell from a YouTuber when it's all about the stats, when things are down, and they're aware, because they're doing stupid shit. He's like, just make your videos, have fun doing it. If you don't enjoy it, your videos won't be enjoyable, and that's very, very true. If I don't want to make a video with the footage I got, scrap it. And no one's forcing me to make a video. And the amount of fishing video footage that I've scrapped from last week alone, guys, was insane. At least a good 20 hours worth of footage. So he said, have a good time. He goes, and then when your channel's big enough and you actually want to try a sponsor, he goes, let me know. I'll give you my Excel file with all the sponsors. You can give it a try and see if you can make a little bit of change off your channel. Because he knows, like, I've told him multiple times. He's like, you want me to give you a shout out? And I'm like, nah. Nah. Like, he's got a lot of people on his channel. I don't want a lot of people on my channel. Well, I do, but I don't. I'd rather earn them versus having somebody who has them already throw a shout out my way and my channel grows up overnight. You know, the reason why is because I don't want him to become somebody like Kid Behind the Camera did, where like Michael's afraid to be friends with other YouTubers because in his mind all they want is shout outs from him so their channels can grow. You know, Pug was like that too, which is why he would never call people by their channel name. He would make up a different name for it. That way there he wasn't giving them a shout out. Dave never really had any problems giving people shout outs. He did it all the time. He didn't care, which is weird because the guy was a narcissist, and usually the people with his personality, they tend to think they're the best and everybody else sucks, so whatever, eh? No, I don't like, you know, when I meet like a famous YouTuber and stuff, I treat him like a normal person. I don't ask for shout outs and stuff like that. That drives me nuts when people do that. Or if you collab with somebody big on YouTube and they don't shout out your name and then you get all butthurt, it's like, well, I wasn't really part of the deal. But anyway, all I'm saying is he told me the piss money that you make from AdSense, which is true, because honestly guys, on AdSense I was making maybe $60 to $70 a month. When I was with full screen, that was great because every month I got a paycheck because they pay you if you're over 50. Unlike AdSense, where you got to be over 100. So with AdSense, I was getting a paycheck once every 2 weeks or every 2 months. Okay, still something, but so it's like every 2 months I would get a paycheck for 110 to 130 US dollars, which is nice because it's money I didn't have before. It's not really enough to throw a hissy fit about and quit making videos. Like, Christ, first what, 2-3 years of vlogging life, it wasn't even monetized, and I was making a video every day. Mind you, they sucked, but whatever. I'm gonna ride the bike trail all the way to Food Basics now. Go pick up something for supper. I got some chicken thighs at home, like chicken quarters, but I had that last night and I'm really craving a steak. It's kind of butthurt when I realized they didn't have any left at Independent. Only reason why I went there. But I ended up picking up some other cool stuff. Just check this shit out. It's like, it's bubbly water, right? But it's root beer flavored. And this other one is bubbly water, but it's like cherry vanilla flavored. And they're cheap, and they're actually not too bad. 10 out of 10 would buy again. There's Mr. Narrow Bridge. Yeah, honestly, I can't walk. I can't ride across that bridge. My bars hit the friggin' wall, so you gotta like kind of lift your bike up. It's stupid. I don't know why they made it. Probably for people to walk across on a bike path. Makes sense, right? People walk this path all the time too, so whatever. But this has to be one of my slowest bike rides ever. I swear, my average speed is gonna be like 11 kilometers an hour. I just don't have the oomph today. Because we're not in a race, we're just out to burn calories. And so far today, we burnt 1169. So that's a freaking win for me. It's 1169 calories I wouldn't have burnt sitting at home on my computer. Mind you, I probably would have burned a bit because I would have went out back and mowed the lawn. But I don't even see the need to mow the lawn because it's all dried up and the only tall parts are dandelions, so who cares? Anyway, we're almost at Food Basics. It's just over there. We're all locked up, good to go. Let's go see about getting some food for tonight. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna sell a bag of steaks here. Grab myself a salad too to get some greens in because I haven't been doing that all week. So I had a salad that was low carb. Like I said, as long as you don't use the croutons, you're fine. So I grabbed it, but I also grabbed something else that I'm gonna have right freaking now. And that is a Red Bull, sugar-free. Why am I having an energy drink? Because guys, I currently have no energy. So let's go ahead and get everything back in where it belongs. So we got 3 packs of steaks, a couple more of those things for my water to make them taste good. The Red Bull steaks are on sale, but not the greatest price, but hey, it is what it is, right? Do what you gotta do to get shit did. That's my logic. Let's crack this, chug it. Cheers. Alright. Now the bike weighs extra, so that's even more fun. Also, biking in these old tight jeans is kind of horse dick, so I'm just gonna go over here, borrow this garbage can to get rid of this can. Obviously nobody around here changes the garbages. Bloody hell. I'm practically on top of the damn thing and I still missed. I wonder, well no, I shouldn't wonder. They put new brake cable or gear shifter cables on this thing. And by that I mean just a single cable. And I'm wondering if that's the reason why my shifting now is weird. Like, I go to put her in first gear and it's not finding it right away. It's kind of slipping. I wonder if the cable's stretched already and now it's just kind of whacked, so it needs some more tuning. I'm probably gonna have to tune her back up. Luckily I can just use my little bike stand for that and we'll be okay. Holy crap, it's hot out. I'll find out if this bike is just as... Oh, Jesus. What the hell? She jumped. The chain jumped right off. Well, that goes to show you. You know what? I'm walking it the rest of the way. I don't feel like fixing that right now on a hill. I'll fix that myself. Like putting the chain back on is one thing, but I'll have to do what, you know, a certified bike shop can't do and tune a damn derailleur. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna cook a steak. $9 for that, top sirloin. I'm cheap. I remember though when those used to be $6. Oh man, I didn't turn the gas off from last time. Oh no, hopefully it didn't leak. I'm so bad for doing that now. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and cook this steak up. This camera lens is filthy. Hopefully the video is visual. I'm gonna have to fix this bike someday. And yeah, something else I wanted to show you. On the lure painting video, I said I couldn't spray white because I couldn't get it thin enough. One of the easiest ways to thin it is with isopropyl. Oh yeah, with isopropyl alcohol. And I found some. It's 70%, not what I like to use. I like to use the 99%, which is 1% water. But 70% is good enough, good stuff. Couldn't get 99. It's basically bought out. People buy it for disinfectant. Works great for that. So, you know, everybody's afraid of Rona. So they're covering everything in Lysol wipes and disinfectant spray nowadays. But anyway, I'll have to fix my bike some other day, probably tomorrow or the day after. Definitely when it cools down a bit, because holy shit, this is ridiculous. Oh yeah, I gave Waylon back his, well, I gave him back I offered him back his baits. He left me these two, the Hound and the Topwater Popper. And he took his Guggen Frog back, because like I said, that's an expensive freaking bait. So he took those back last night. I wasn't going to keep them. It's fine, he got a ship back, he's good to go. So, yeah, I'm going to get cooking on this steak. We'll fix that bike another day, make a vlog about it. I knew it was going to give me troubles. Shifting into first gear, he was acting up. It would get on the second to top sprocket and then just kind of do nothing. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, this needs some tuning that they never did. Looks like we're going to have to do our own tuning on our bike, even though we paid decent money to have them do it. It just pisses me off, man. If you're going to run a business, run it right, for crying out loud. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, like button. Questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, guys, remember, live to win, never give in. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.